Um, the third venue will be finalized soon. We have had a look at one venue. Vinayak is not here, he knows it all. Raman has found one venue. We haven't finalized anything, of course. So we're going to have a look, 2 or 3 options, whichever finds to be best. For North will be finalized. Southeastern, you guys are lucky. That's the best of the best we have got at the best rates. West has got a very decent venue. They're very flexible and they are cooperative, so which is good. So we got 2 venues doing very well for us. So if we can try and talk to them for next whole year somehow. Banjil is okay, as long as we book in advance, we'll be okay. Just for West will work out. North once we'll finalize. The aim is today we're going to discuss things about what we're going to do from here week by week till 15th of March. I mean, not really week by week, but as a roadmap. Brother Sadiq was saying, can we draw a roadmap for whole till 2024? Till we hit million members, shall we make a plan? Said yes, but we're not ready for that. But if we can do that, it would be amazing. Today I thought I'll do some training, but I think today we don't need a training. What we need is how many people. So there are a few things we're going to discuss. Shall we start with, which one shall we start? We've got a few things to cover. Or before I forget, we have a few things to talk. One is our Melbourne event. Of course, the next big one, next week it's happening, is Sydney event, and then plan for 2023, at least till March. And in between there are a few things we're going to do, which is Brother Ismail is going to also help us out with Jaladina. We're going to discuss, so he's got experience, he has done it, I've attended few, I never ran a meeting, so he's going to share what that means for the whole team and all that. And also we have got a new official diamond in the room today. Thank you. So we're gonna probably hear a little bit from him in between. So where shall we start? You guys pick, and I've got things to share on everything.
Sydney, let's start with the first one together.
Let's go with the dates. Okay, let's go start with Sydney.
We also have a Ruby as well, brother.
Official Ruby.
Who?
Ilyas.
Brother Ilyas. Wow, have the flyer been promoted already?
Yeah.
Waiting,
Yes,
it
yes.
hasn't done yet. Waiting the media.
Well done.
Well done, mashallah.
Well done. Amazing. And another Ruby very soon. He's not far from his next rank, Brother Sadiq. He's flying, Brother Ghazan. He's not gonna say anything, and one day we'll see his diamond straight. Okay, so for Sydney, who all attended Sydney event last one? Okay, and yours? Really? Oh, yeah, okay, so you still attended the big one. Let's put some real facts and figures, right? Let's go from Brother Ismail. Brother Ismail,
Yes.
Sydney event.
Yes.
What was your roughly rank and volume? Let's put some numbers and really see.
I was Jade,
Jake,
and I brought in Sydney event only 2 people,
2 people.
and they were just one account.
Just
And
you.
after the Sydney event, I became Sapphire and then Ruby, and both of them became Sapphire. And now total volume is 500,000.
Beautiful.
And all of that a result of the event in Sydney.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Brother Ghazan?
I was a rookie,
Yeah.
and I started to activate only after Sydney. I
Yeah.
brought one from Singapore.
So one person from Singapore,
Yeah.
and then volume came after
It
the
grew from there.
250
Yeah,
K.
it's 250 now.
Currently
yeah.
250?
K, yeah.
Sorry. Currently 250.
And she is
Near Ruby.
She's near to Ruby by 1,000
week,
plus, I
maybe.
think. This
Wow,
week.
amazing.
I met her.
I'm a sapphire.
And
And
she
one
has
more
three
mine is
matrix.
ruby here, so.
Santosh was just brand new.
Brand new. Brand new, newborn.
And he goes, I'm not even interested. Ask Mansur to come and see me. You know where I live in Melbourne. That's true. That's true. We'll leave Sandy at the end.
Yeah, I was Sapphire. By the time I'm going, invited around 25 people, only 2 attend.
Yeah.
And from there,
He called 25 people.
I'm Ruby position, almost closing in my total volume 650 to 7, roughly.
Wow.
Amazing.
Diamond.
Yes,
Neeraj bhai?
yes. I was a sapphire and I had made a resolution to become a ruby and which has eventuated. Now working very hard to become a emerald.
How many team members you remember?
That time.
Not many?
Not
Okay. Volume?
Now?
roughly? Yeah.
many. That time the volume was.
No, no.
Yes.
Now current volume?
About close to 300.
300?
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. Generally, yeah. You've got some decent one. Yeah.
I went to New Zealand for a family meeting, and then at the same time I actually had one. I
Yeah.
was on the Sapphire,
Yeah.
then and I took 10 new members, and then one is already Sapphire and one is already Ruby.
Wow. And what's your total volume?
For almost 400.
Beautiful.
Sunday.
Was just Ruby.
I had 6 guests at that event.
Will not write. Can you come up and just share
Hmm.
to just this group? We can talk freely now, no pressure. I think last week he did share a little bit, but just focus on 1 week before Sydney event. And then how hard you try to put people in the room.
I want to
How
hear.
it turned out.
I want to hear when he asks back his 5,000. I want to hear when he say, "Give me back my 5,000."
Oh, yeah.
I want to hear that so that everybody know.
No, I didn't say give me back my 5,000. I just said I don't want to do this.
Yeah, and also remember, I said, okay, I'll transfer, no.
He said, I'll take back your ID and I'll transfer the money back into your
Today,
account. And that was in
Is
May.
that deal is still open?
It closed when I continued.
All right, let's hear it out.
I became a Ruby the week I went to Sydney, and I had just actually gone there for my traditional business. I did try and put about 30 people in. I did invite 30 people into the event. 6 turned up. Out of those 6, 2 are now Rubies, and one of them has more than enough billing to go Emerald very soon, and hopefully that will happen sometime this year as well. I went there with no prior expectation because I had not attended an event and I had no idea how events work, and obviously it changed my mindset, changed my complete thinking about the opportunity itself and what it can do for me, what it can do for other people. And I came back from that 30th July event and had never stopped. So August, all of August went from Ruby to 5th of September, Emerald, 5th of September, Emerald to 31st of October, Diamond. And
Also, before Nevan's Sydney event, how many people did you recruit in June?
Not many, maybe in the month of May and June, maybe one person. In July, another 5 maybe.
Yeah.
Out of those 5, 3 turned out to be the reason I became a Ruby, because 2 of them, one of them put 2 matrices, one of them put 1 matrix, and that's how I actually became an accidental Ruby before the event. They were both in Sydney on my traditional work, and I had known them as business associates, and I just caught up with them in Sydney for a coffee, and I said, I'm actually here for something else as well. They said, what is it? And I explained a little bit, and they said, one of them said, can I start with the matrix? I said, sure, and I got him on a call with Shafi, And on the same call, he said, can I actually start with 2 matrix? And that then became 3 matrix, and that's how I became Ruby.
And what's your volume right now?
1.7 million.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So sometime, can we all thank you?
Yeah.
I need to thank Shafi because he saw something in me that I had not seen in myself.
No, I tell you, Sandy was feeling pity on me almost till end of June. We recruited probably together. We went to a few meetings together. He said, Shafi, you don't have to drive, I'll come pick up. I was like, you don't have to pick me up. He goes, no, you are helping me out. Pick up, we go, presentation. They think about it, they went to Google, this, no one sign up. And then I need to,
Start all over.
restart again, make everything, okay, it's okay. Weeds are gone, it's grass again, put some water. Next. We end up anyhow speaking to one guy who was positive, wanted to hear, and he took 1 month to just sign up, almost 3 weeks to just work out how to set up Virex. And through him, we recruited one gentleman who was super negative, took some time, few meetings, he joined, and that guy got another guy in Sydney. And I said, Sandy, we open Sydney, Melbourne we can do any day, is no problem. The reality, we never recruited anyone here. And I said, look, I'll go to Sydney, let's see what happens. And then we joined another, because the Sydney event was coming. It was all about, before Sydney event, if we can, get 10 from Sydney, that was the plan, and 10 from Melbourne. And if this works out, we'll have decent people in the room. That was our plan. So this one guy, whoever came from Sydney, he ended up bringing more than 10 people, right? And through him, we got decent billing and everything. That guy has recruited one person personally, 2. One funded 10K, another one is still in process of funding his 10K for 3 months. It's another story. So we're gonna fund his 10K before this Sydney event. So he's still on. But through them, there's another person came in. He invited few, and then there was one lady. She put 250 by herself.
Wow.
That's amazing.
So you don't know where you're gonna go with this business. And imagine if you were the one who invited Sandy.
Yeah.
You would have been talking about same thing. Like I had no idea. Sandy said yes. Joined my team. Would have been all this. So. In reality, it's not us, it's probably the event which will give that unsaid energy to someone, and whatever happens after that, well, it all belongs to you.
Event services.
Right? So, how do I remove?
I think you can use it.
If there is fire, then I'll lose all the topics.
Yeah, okay.
You know what? I'll remove it.
That's it.
Easy, save time. So Sydney event. Just invite